The Dholak, or Dholki, as it's sometimes called, is used predominantly in folk music. It's used in Bhangra music. It's also used in Bollywood music, and actually all sorts of traditional music in India. Let's have a closer look at its construction and how it's played. The Dholak drum is essentially a simple log drum. Let me just move this one to the side. And you can be forgiven for thinking it's very similar to a dhol drum, which is more common. Here's a dhol over here. In fact, they're almost identical apart from size and the way they played. The dholak is played with hands and the dhol drum is played with sticks. We'll come to the dhol in a minute. Let's talk about the dholak. The dholak again has goat hide on each end, but as you can see from this side, there's a black colouring on it, and the reason for that is it has a sticky resin substance. We call it masala. Actually, masala, even though it's a food, if you've had masala chai, masala is a generic term for a mixture, a compound that's just a mixture of things. So this masala, as we call it, is applied on the inside of the hide before they put it on, and it provides a weight which makes the left drum heavier sounding than the right hand drum. Now, I'm assuming that if you're right-handed, you play the high drum, and if you're left-handed, you play the low drum. That's generally the case. Of course, it's up to you as to how you play it. The other interesting thing about this drum is, unlike the tabla, which is tensioned by gut straps, this uses a normal rope, which I think is great because you need to kill less animals to do that. And the rope is threaded through each of the heads, and how you would tension and tune the heads is by adjusting these rings. They're a bit like curtain rings inserted into the ropes. So if I was to loosen this, for example, you'll hear the pitch change. And I tension them. Trying to make it short, it's about the same pitch all around. What I love about this drum is that as you tension these ropes, the high end and the low end get tension at the same time, which is quite handy. And I suppose if the masala was not on the inside providing a weight, they'd both sound the same pitch. There's a variety of ways of playing this, and one of the most common ways in India is to put a ring on your thumb. And I've got a bit of ring here with some sellotape on it. I don't know, that's a remnant of probably a curtain rail or something. So you put a ring on your thumb, and then how you would play it is you'd count out the downbeats with your ring. So etc, etc. I've been in my travels to Bombay in India, or Mumbai as we now call it, and some of the players over there put the ring on their little finger because it frees up the whole hand. I'm not very good at that one. Well, but the ring's too loose. But anyway, so there's various styles of doing. It's a very sort of folk styling drum, but very rustic and beautiful as a complement to the tabla and the dhol as well. So that's the Dholak or Dholki for you.